fantastic run for 2 hours of Until Dawn. If you guys missed it, we just closed that stream. It will be over on our Twitch VODs if you want to check that out. I will definitely have that uploaded tomorrow morning with all of these Halloween streams. We even played some Dead by Daylight earlier, so if you missed that, that's on the channel as well. Again, if you're coming at this from YouTube, then you've already seen it. It's already been done. Fantastic. So we're launching a little State of Decay 2 to kind of slow things down a little bit from the scarific ride that was Until Dawn. I want to thank everybody that stopped by during that stream and everybody who comes by this one as well. Happy Halloween as always, and I'm hoping everybody's staying spooky but keeping safe. We're just gonna rock out. Our community's doing really well. We have 24 food, 23 medicine, 35 bullets, 24 materials, and 17 gas. So the legacy is doing just fine. We've currently got a few extra people in here, like Mr. Bear. He's just trying to top off his fighting and shooting before he goes back to the vault. And Miss Latania's already served her purpose. I'm just trying to top off, a couple of her skills while she's here. So, otherwise, Hannah has a mission, so let's see what she wants.
Those escaped prisoners we've heard about. But I think we should help them, right?
So it wants me to talk to Beth of the Killers about their proposal. Are we sure we should be meeting somebody who has killers as their hashtag, their zodiac sign? Apparently Bear disagrees. He says, this is too much. If you ally with a bunch of convicts, I'm leaving this community. Interesting. I'm just going to say maybe you're right. We shouldn't take the risk, because I certainly don't want to lose Bear. And the fact that their call sign is killers should probably be like a giant red flag to the entire community that maybe they're not the ones to align yourselves with. Yeah. We have cleared this quarter of the map. The only things left are like the outer rim of this one peninsula, so there's 4 hearts left on the map that we haven't run through yet, but there's still plenty of searching potential. Maybe not around our house, because I've kind of netted a lot of that, but going north from our house, there's still stuff. So let's grab, I believe Bear is still our man. Oh, fighting's up, nice. Go swordplay for you, buddy. Shooting's not quite there. How's her fighting? Yep, she just needs to finish specializing. So, I think what we're going to do is go ahead and pull this gem, or pull it out, and we're going to swap it for the specialization of shooting range, which will also provide our community a sweet plus 20 stamina. So let's get that rockin' and dodging and paid for. And then we're going to grab Mr. Bear, and we're going to head north from our house and try to pick up some more supplies. Nothing spooky here, just keeping it real. Didn't you just get swordplay? Yep. So before we leave the house, we should probably at least grab something, a weapon that he can use, so that he can use his skills. What do we got for him? Plenty of options. Anything super light? Yes. A nice carving knife that's only 0.5 pounds. That should do well. And then we're going to go head out again and just kind of do the run north of us and see what we can pick up. Oh yeah, last time we swapped for this little speed demon car. Where's our car then? Did I leave it? I think it's down south. Yep, there's our Ranger SUV. Is there anything north of us? There is a truck north of us. Alright, let's go up and grab that truck, and we'll use the truck to run around. I don't think that, like, the small three holds barred is really going to work for us. So let's go ahead and go get this truck. Little parkour from a man Bear here. Hope everybody is doing well.
You guys willing to meet up?
Of course, the minute I step away from the house, somebody wants to talk to me. That's fine. I'm still gonna, we'll go ahead and get the call out so I can have the timer on the screen, and then we're gonna just keep doing what I'm doing. We can at least rip this place up for materials while we're waiting. Or while he's waiting, I should say, because I'm not really waiting on him. Yeah, even if, Chester is, like, the most overpowered character, I've got 30 minutes for my man to wait on me, so... before he decides to buzz off. I've got 3 places here that say that they might have some gold, so let's see what we can get. Nothing interesting so far other than a ruck of materials. Where's that last piece? Oh, right here, I was right. It's Little workbench. Let's get it done.
Milk this place dry.
Okay. Got some circuits. That wasn't bad. A couple bags of materials. Can't say I hate it. Plus, there's a couple of things in the area that we could
And
use.
I'm out.
Go ahead and bandage him out just to get the bandage out of our inventory. Grab this bag. Put it in the truck. And it looks like we got 2 like additional pieces that we can kind of hit here. Ooh, even more parts and circuitry. Love that for us. That really lets you do the advanced upgrades later on. A little bit of a pipe. Fine, we'll take it. We'll take it. You got gas? You do got gas. Fantastic. I suppose we'll just head kind of back towards the house. We still got like 28 minutes. We're doing good. Pull up between these 2 things so we can kind of dump in whatever we need. Again, crafters, if it's a little loud, like the either the voices or the audio or both, just let me know. Holler at your friendly neighborhood kitty craft, and I'll get it taken care of lickety split. I don't want you guys suffering from auditory loss, especially when I'm trying to talk to y'all. So, just let me know how you're feeling, and we'll get it secured.
We've got a whole lot of undead coming at us. Can anyone help?
Somebody's calling out to me. They need something. Didn't really sound like something I would want to necessarily beeline for, though. When you call out, say, I've got a whole lot of zombies on me, that doesn't really... Yeah, especially when it's across the map. I think we're just going to have to sadly let that one go. I'm not booking it across the map. I used to in the good old days. I would go do everything for everyone, but now I've realized you kind of got to think about yourself and about your community, and it's about survival. So if it makes sense for your community to do something, fine.
Nothing here.
But in this case, where it's clearly across the map, unfortunately, we're just not in the neighborhood to help you, you know? We could do a lot for a lot of people, a lot of good, but I'm not going to compromise the safety or security of my little community, yeah, to help somebody else. So we netted 3 bags of mats and 1 bag of gas. Not terrible. Let's go get that bag of gas. I would have rather have a little bit more balance, but materials are important when it comes to base building, so I just sock them away for right now. Because I don't have any major projects planned for the house. So that clears this area. Before we start the up trip, we should probably head back and see what Chester wants. So let's drive this bad boy on back to our base and go see what our visitors is in need of. Alright, if we just pull up behind the cargo van, we should be able to unload fairly easily. Oh
Check
boy.
that box on the to-do list.
It's gonna be a bit
Heard
of
about
a
your
tight
plan to
fit.
take on the plague hearts. We could pitch in, but we need your help first. We need help gathering specimens for our research. It could get a little ugly. You want in?
So we need spots for 3 and we have spots for 2. Well, we could just use the car as overflow, I guess, for like right now. Unless we got room for it. I suppose I could send in 1 bag of materials. Is there a smaller one? This is a 12-pounder. That's a 12-pounder. Those are both 12-pounders. That's 12-pounders. What about this one? All 12-pounders? Alright, we'll send this one on through. And just stack it in there. Now our cargo van's full, so we don't have any more opportunities for kind of making any room. So we need to be a little bit more careful what rucks we're pulling. We're pretty stacked on stuff. We could use some more gas, some more meds, and some more food, but no more bullets, no more materials. That's just not the ticket. Not the ticket to success right now. Right, so we want to meet up this stranger who's at our house. We should probably grab Hannah Banana. So that'll be like a 2 for 1.
Are you trying to piss me off?
Bear's upset with her again already, like within 2 seconds. He doesn't like anything we're trying to do. He says, what do these weirdos want? Gathering specimens? This is just asking for trouble. And I'm like, you're right, we can't take the risk. And then I'm gonna go handle the Chester situation to find out what this guy at my base wants. Is he outside? No. Okay. The question mark can be a little deceiving sometimes where it is. He's in my bathroom. Love how you ninjaed into my entire base to talk to me, my guy. If you're looking for a new hand, I'm available. Well, let's find out about you. You're a computer's man. You have 123 stamina, and you've pretty much skilled into nothing other than computers. Kinda got a computers girl, but sure, come on in.
Great. I'll go
We can
wherever
check
need
you
me.
out. You're a builder. You're a miner. That's where the 20 stamina jump came from. And you're also a PC gamer, which means you'd be really happy if we had a projector. None of that really hurts anything, so Chester, welcome to the team temporarily. You're not a bad boy, but I would be very interested in finding out about your bonuses before I commit to you in any way, shape, or form. Our base is officially out of bedroom space, so we can't really commit to anybody else being here. We've got 6 people in our community, which means that we either need to admit that it's time to leave the Vogel house in the rearview mirror, or make some allowances so that we can have these people, more people packed in like sardines.
Hey, how you been?
Okay. Just keep it moving. I do want to push further north and take out some of the stuff. Just looking at their cheapest option. If we hit this shed or the one up further, it's only going to cost $125 to temporarily have a drop-off point. Plus, if we hit this one, it's right above the locales, which is supposed to be locals, but they just spelled it funny. And we could technically unload on that enclave a bunch of the stuff that we're looking to get rid of. So I think that would be probably the best play. So I'm going to have her go ahead and go grab this shed for 125. But we're going to need to bring the truck. Alright, come on, Hannah. Crank this bad boy up. I love how there's never any, like, fear about the vehicle they're hopping into. You know, like, Hannah's driven 1,000 trucks. I suppose that those people are still trying to get me, but really, you can't call me from across the map and expect me to, like, with no relationship, come get you. If you were, like, an ally or a friendly enclave, I might consider it if I had business in the area or something. But I'm not just gonna, like, take you under my wing as a little duckling to take you under my wing. Like, that's just a lot of resources. That's a big ask. I just feel like that's a little bit much to ask somebody for without, like, with any relationship. There's the apocalypse and you called me up like I have a bunch of zombies on top of me and I don't know who you are. You're just done, bro. Like, I'm sorry. I don't mean it. I'm not risking my biscuit for you. I don't know you. I barely want to risk my biscuit for people I do know, you know? Okay, so she doesn't have stealth. That's fine. Door's open. We're all good. Okay, the 125 right away. Establish a safe zone. And then... see, who needs... she's good on wits. This boy's got nothing. He's at least all searched up. So we'll grab Mr. Chester, the newest guy, to join our battalion. Let him do a little searching around in here. I mean, it can't hurt to at least let him look and open the 4 boxes that are in here. So I guess Hannah would ask him to just do some general looting. He found another bag of materials, which not really gonna need that right now. And we don't have any room in storage, but we'll make it work, crafters. It'll be alright. My thought is just leave it in the truck. That's my thought. Technically, the truck doesn't, you know, have to have a problem. And then the rest of the stuff he could put away in the outpost. Okay. You're a little damaged, my guy. Why did you come to me all damaged? What kind of damage do you have, by the way? Just 37 points of damage? Okay. I didn't break you yet, buddy. I don't know why you're already a little brokey doodle doo, but here's a band-aid. Hopefully that will sort that for us. And then I guess Hannah could just task him with dropping these 2 houses that are right next to him. That would be something to at least get his searching up a little bit.
This place is definitely worth searching.
Oh, this one's got 8. This is perfect. Alright, let's just build up our stars, Chester. If you do have any plans for Halloween, crafters, do let me know. Would love to know what you guys are thinking about doing. For instance, like, are you a family with kids? Are you going to be doing the trick-or-treat thing? Do you not have kids? Or are you just going to stay home, put on a
Maybe we
scary
can
movie,
trade
maybe
this
have
to
some
someone.
popcorn? I mean, that's what management and I are going to do. We're going to watch probably a scary movie, and, you know, if she gets scared, I'll offer to be the big protective, you know, kitty craft. Be all fine. She never gets scared. I'm the one who jumps. Like, don't get it twisted, crafters. I don't think I've seen management jump recently. We've watched some scary movies, and I'm the one jumping out of my wits. And then she says, she's like, yeah, exactly. She's like, you jumped
Guess this
because,
trip
like,
was
she
worth it
jumped
after
because
all.
I jumped. Not because she was scared or anything. But yeah, whatever your guys' plans are, feel free to drop it in chat. Let me know what's going on. Definitely love to hear about it. I mean, maybe you guys have some kind of awesome Halloween custom that you guys want to kind of share. Maybe it's something that we could partake in. I don't know. It would be really fun to find out. Let's go ahead and go clear him down a little bit. We could probably drop off this weapon as well, because I'm assuming it's making him kind of heavy.
If we're going to
Oh, and a gun.
we need a base that can support everyone here. It's time we built our home into a fortress.
Okay, Hannah Banana, what you got in mind, man? She's like, we gotta build our home into a fortress. What does that mean, though? When she says fortress, like, does she mean castle, or...?
This place is
Not
empty.
sure.
Better move on.
Oh, good. He got a few points of wit out of the house. Sweet. That's exactly what I intended. Let's go check the shed
Be a
as
safe
well.
spot
There
to
should
rest for a
be,
few.
okay, a couple more. Nice. Anything else? Yeah, we got a little bag. Alright. Didn't get any more wits, but I'm sure it was like a partial. If you guys have any recommendations on, like, Tubi, or I don't remember the other one I have, but I know I have Tubi. It starts with a P. I don't think it's Pluto, but could be. Yep, it's Plex. I had to go check. So if you got any recommendations for a good horror movie on either Plex or Tubi, let me have them, crafters. I definitely would love to have a good recommendation for like a horror movie. Even if it's one I've seen and management hasn't, I wouldn't mind sitting through something extra spooktastic just to, you know, spend time. Cozied up under the blankets with our dog Anubis. That does remind me, crafters, we're at like 620 of our 1,000 followers on Twitch that I was gunning for by the end of the year. If you guys can get us to 1,000 followers by the end of 2022, I'm doing a dual face reveal for myself and my dog Anubis. Anubis is a boxer pit bull rat terrier mix. So if you're curious as to what that might look like, feel free to hit that follow button. Doesn't cost anything, and it goes towards a great cause of letting Twitch know that you guys like or what you're seeing. Follow for me is always free and always will be. If you feel that I've done an excellent job, there's also the option to subscribe to me, which is a monthly contribution. Now, if that's a little steep for you, no problem. We have a paypal.me/kittycraft0220 and also a cash tag. Same thing, kittycraft0220. If you'd like to support the cause in a more financial way. Speaking of financial, we do currently have a charity available on the channel. I'm representing the Trevor Project this month. Starting next month on the 1st, which is literally tomorrow, that will be swapped out for St. Jude's. So if you want to donate to the Trevor Project, which in no way, shape, or form benefits me financially, it's just between you and the charity. I'm just offering you a path. Go ahead and get that done today. Otherwise, the charity will be switching to St. Jude's starting tomorrow. So, I think those are all our reminders, other than I cannot find this box for the life of me.
Really enjoyed
It's always
peace
the
and
last
quiet
one,
while I
crafters.
can.
Always trips me up. Luckily, if you site secure, they put in a nice little feature that if you completely secure the place, you could find that last box or last couple of boxes that are tripping you up just by looking around a little bit more. Very thoughtful of the devs to give
Found
us a
everything
way
I'm gonna find.
for those of us that are not search inclined to take care of business. Ooh, what is this pretty thing? Are you kidding me? It is. A sweet Brogan Trekker. One of my favorite cars in the game. We'll definitely be taking that. Truck's out, Trekker's in. That's just how it is. If you guys don't know what a Brogan Trekker is, it is a 8-slot car that uses a lot less fuel than, say, a cargo van. So, it's just a really great storage mechanic. I'm just having him push a little bit further. I'm glad I did. He found the Brogan, so sweet score for our team. Gonna go and drop the zombie and see if we can wrangle up one last shed. It's probably too big a push for him with only one slot, but we can at least discern what's in the shed a little bit better.
Might be a safe spot to
Well,
rest for a few.
3 places to search. We'll just take the first one. Okay. First one was good. We could store that. What about the second one? We pushed our luck. Alright, so we'll need to come back and finish that place so we won't search the rest of it. We will, however, make our way south back to the Brogan. And we're going to drive the Brogan back to our warehouse so that we can swap things around. And get the Brogan set up for transport. Great find, man. Better than that yellow truck, anyway. Yellow's just not my vibe. Sweet drift. In the spirit of Halloween, I did come up with a couple of Ask a Kitty questions today. Nothing too intense, but I think the 2 questions I had were, if you remember, what was your first horror genre film? Like, what started your endeavor into horror films? And do you like horror films? Feel free to drop that answer in the comments and chat, however you're coming to us today. So for me, my first ever venture into the horror genre, I have to think. It was a long time ago, but I think the first one I ever saw was actually The Butterfly Effect, the first movie with, I think it had Ashton Kutcher in it. I believe he was the main role. And it's basically a film about a guy who finds out that he has this premonition power, and it's just his use of it throughout the movie to make different choices, to go back and try to redo things or undo things. And with the name Butterfly Effect, if you guys know what the Butterfly Effect is, it kind of lives up to that. If you guys don't know what the butterfly effect is, it's a phenomenon where in going backwards to try to undo an action in time or in certain choices you make, you can basically essentially step in it or not. You can prevent certain things from happening in the future or not. Just that's just what the butterfly effect is in a very minimal way. But yeah, that was my first movie, and yes, I do like the horror genre. It's one of my top 2. Thrillers and horror are my favorite 2 genres, followed closely behind the crime family of movies. If I had to pick the least favorite, I'd say my least favorite category would probably be family. I'm just not really like a light-hearted person. I like some drama, some gore, some thrill. You know, even a twist or two is better than nothing. So that's just my opinion, but I'll leave the floor open for the rest of the stream for you guys to tell me what your first horror movie was, and if you're now a fan of horror, or if that one experience was pretty much it for you. I think we're just gonna finish up the road. I know the one building had 1 item left for pickup and 1 box for search, so not too bad with our sweet little trekker. We're gonna fence it. Okay, not too bad. The drifts you can get in this trekker are just amazing. I'm just gonna go to the edge of the house and just see if it will tell me how many boxes. Yeah, 10 boxes. That's gonna be a bit of a challenge.
I need to finish that one.
Couple of other questions I had, crafters, are if you do find that you checked yes to the horror genre, is there any series in particular of the horror genre that you really you stand? Like, I used to camp and watch every year the 5 Final Destination movies. It was like a bit of a Halloween vice for me. I would watch all 5 movies literally back to back. When I first got with management, I made her do it with me, and we had a great time. It was just something I could share with her. So is there a film series that's under the horror genre that you guys really like to watch? Drop it in the chat, drop it in the comments. Let me know if there's, a ritual of your own that you kind of partake in. That's movie-wise, You could do. Some people stream The Lord of the Rings all year round. Is there any horror fans out there that would like to share a series? I know Hellraiser series is pretty popular, and so is the Saw series this time of year. But what trips your trigger? Are you a
Time to get
Halloween
searching.
fan? What's your ticket? 10 boxes in here. Probably not gonna have
That'll
enough
bring 'em
room for
running.
all of them, but we might be able to fill his wits. If he could stop slapping every single fast search, that would be great. Oh, no, he's just gonna be a bit of a stumbling klutz. That's okay. He needs fighting. Did they ever complete that shooting range? They did. Let's go ahead and pay for a round of shooting while we're doing all this running around. Knock knock, who's there? Guess what?
Be a good neighbor and come help us out with this?
The way you said good neighbor, sir, that would be a flat no. Like, he put all the emphasis on good and not neighbor, and I just feel like that guy's either one, slimy, or two, up to something. You can't just ask me to hand you plague samples. Like, if you needed plague samples, you could just say, hey, we're having a hard time getting the cure, not
This out.
be a good neighbor. Go give me some samples. That's just a little trash, in my opinion. But yeah, crafters, so the 3 standing questions, in case you're just coming in, are what was your first horror movie? What was your first adventure in the horror genre? Do you like horror? Do you enjoy the horror genre? Yes or no? If yes, what is a series that you like to binge around spooky times? My answers to those, again, if you missed it, were The Butterfly Effect was like my
Really
first
enjoy
scary
peace and
movie.
quiet while I can.
I do enjoy the horror genre, and I used to watch I can't remember the name of them again. I'm so good.
Where should I put
The
this?
Final Destination series, yeah, every year, but not anymore. I think we have them. We have most of the movies still. I just don't know exactly where they are at the moment. And honestly, I'm looking for something new, something interesting. I even opened the floor to your suggestions. Yeah, the next great horror adventure. I don't know if they'll ever make another Final Destination. They've said that they're going to like 8 or 9 times now. They've even gotten cast members to agree to like reappear. But I've never seen any movement, so. If you guys know anything solid about Final Destination coming back, definitely drop it in the chat, the comments. I am all cat ears for that. Almost done with this house up here. But almost done isn't quite done. I guess the last question I had for today was just, what's the worst horror film that you've ever sat down and watched? Management said Spiral, and she stole my answer, so I guess I'll have to think of something else. Recently, we just watched the most recent update to Saw, and we both found it extremely lacking, for a multitude of reasons that I will not rehash, but just know that we found it to just not be the GOAT at all. It was not. I feel like that's why they had to call it something else as well,
What's
even though
that?
the guy who's
Nice
played
place?
John Kramer has confirmed that they've reached out to him and there will be another Saw movie, and it will have John Kramer, so I'm assuming it's like a prequel? That's like about the only way I could see that character reappearing, unless he's going to play a new character, which I'd be down for that. I think that could be definitely the sauce. But yeah, what movie did you just watch, and horror film that maybe you had high hopes for that just... Oh yeah, I have no idea what the name of that was, but yes, we do watch a lot of really bad horror movies, because I just pick whatever sounds cool, and sometimes I pick winners, sometimes, but they can't all be winners. Outside of Spiral, I think one of the movies that was hyped to me a lot that I ended up investing my time in and regretting it would have been Butterfly Effect number 2. 1 was awesome, 2 was not the tea, not the cookie for me. It just was a bad experience. And I would not suggest anybody invest their time, energy, and effort in following up the first very good film with the second one. I would just stop after 1 and pretend the story goes no further, in my opinion. We're not going to finish that right now, but what we can do is... What's this building right here? Another food? Don't I have a food security? Yes. Where is the food on the map? I seriously think it's at the, yeah, it's at the other end of the map. I just don't want to double back. That's my thought. What if I go this way? I'll just go this way. I'll dump off because I want a materials broker. Yeah, I would rather have a materials broker. So let's go make that happen. I know where 1 is. It's this way. Is that my entrance? No, there's a turn up here. Okay. Just hadn't driven far enough. Huh? Oh no, I was asking if I was driving the right way. Imagine just hearing her name now. I think she's a little... wants to be in the video. You got something to add, management? So, fun fact about Halloween, it's actually banned where we're staying. Not the celebration of it, just like the trick-or-treating aspect. They've said that it's like just extremely unsafe with the way the roads are laid out. And they've actually said that there is no trick-or-treating. But people take it upon themselves to hold like trunk-or-treats or whatever for the kids, so... I think that's actually a lot safer. So we're gonna have to drop one of the safe houses. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this private workshop because we don't really want that. Once that's released, we can go ahead and grab this for 150.
We put a little
And
more
then
work
clear
in.
it down.
This place could really pay off.
Okay, he needs a 1-star cardio, so I'm honestly probably just gonna run around up here. Look at that, there you go. Tripped it pretty easy. We'll just pair you marathon for right now. And then I know there's sometimes a box with this water tower, so I'm gonna have him go run over and check it out real fast.
I need to stake a claim on this place. Pronto.
Some people claim that if it says 2 containers, that means that the box is there. If it only says 1, then it's like 1 on the bottom, but that's not been my experience. Tell me if you guys agree or disagree. Drop it in the chat, drop it in the comments. See, the box is gone. It says 2 boxes and the box is absolutely gone. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, State of Decay has some hidden weapons caches. They're dotted around every single map. They come in these special little weapons containers. That one in that case was open. Ooh, sweet circuitry. And sometimes there's like a truck that's parked around here. Sometimes it has something. Oh, it's a trailer, yep. Yep, that's the second one. I think I just busted a little bit of a myth because people are always like, yeah, if that's available, then that's like the T that like the box is like open or closed. I think that the box is independent. That's my opinion, and I think that's what we just saw evidence-wise. Military outpost right next to us. Really, it's gotta. Okay, well then how about we run over there and have a little look? If it's only got 1 screamer, I'm sure Chester can handle it. Not geared out or anything. Just go over there and handle it. I mean, prove to the community you can do something, right? There's a vehicle here if we need to bail, so I think we'll be alright. Take out the outdoor Zeds, because we don't want them interfering in what's going on here. Get down a little bit. Maybe grab a little search over here, make a little noise. See what we could drag out. clear down the perimeter as much as we can. And then just kind of follow the edge and see, like, because this is a really flexible position. It's got a lot of, like, holes in it and stuff, so you can see through it. Okay, I see where most of them are grouped, I think. Okay, I can't get on top of that trailer, but I can run down this way quietly to see if we see the Screamer. The Screamer's the ticket in shutting down an infestation quickly and quietly. There he is. Slap that dude out and then just kind of keep running because we want to go straight for the Screamer. Now that I've assessed his position, I can see where he is. I'm just going to quickly ninja for the toolkit to keep myself blocked. Come around and grab him, and he's done. You really interrupted my run, guys. Get off. Oh boy, he's getting back up. He's gonna definitely be mad. I gotta back up the floor, but they grab me. They're just not playing by the rules of what I want to do. Kick the Screamer, kick him twice, get him away from everybody. Can you please end him? Thank you. Now that he's ended, we've just got a lot better chance of dealing with this nonsense. That was not the goat. Not the tea. Definitely not the cookie. You don't slap me, I slap you, man.
Keep this up.
Well, then finish it, dude. If you can't handle it, you can't keep it up, you feel like you're slipping, Chester, then definitely, like, get it done. Alright, he's citizen. Sweet. We can see what his perk is. It's gonna tell us a lot if Chester's gonna be staying with us or not. Because he hits everything with his car. Oh well. Just pull up and off to the side so that we have this car here, but it's not out of the way. Something like that. There you go. See what you brought in, Chester. You brought in 2 laborers with the computers, which is just probably not what we want to see. 2 labor would be sweet, but with a skill that we already have with somebody who's definitely locked into the community, I'm just not sure that's enough for me. So I think, unfortunately, Chester, it's going to be like a one and done with you, buddy. I really appreciate all the help and the energy and the effort, sir, but you're going to have to go. So we need to make room for somebody we actually
has a
want.
job that needs doing. You interested? We're short on time on this one.
Yeah, so we'll be kicking you off when we get back to base. Let's trade you out for... Just take a look at everything. Let's grab our actual computers expert and have her get a little playtime. Get to hang out, definitely. It's already been 38 minutes. I hadn't even looked at the clock, crafters. It's insane how time flies. Let's see what my options are. The boon trader, people that we already have a relationship with, want the plague samples, okay. Rare skills trader, but not close. Or somebody literally right up the road that needs help. Well, I think we'll go with the people that need help real fast and see what we can do. Ooh, it's Red Talon. Interesting. Red Talon has some messed up missions sometimes, but they usually have pretty decent rewards. Like, literally right where we were?
You in
okay.
here?
That's a feral, bro.
Oh, we didn't.
Why'd you bring me
fucking
to a
help at
feral,
all.
buddy? I don't want you, sir. No, I don't want you. This is like the third time you've spawned on her, and I really would appreciate it. You just knock that off, bro, right now. Nope, I'm not coming down so you can eat me. Just try to strategize how to get out of here. Alright, we just smashed our way out of there a little bit. Alright, let's not break the car before we get to use it. I'm not sure this car could take this much punishment, truthfully. But we'll see. Alright.
You forgot about the
Put
favor
that bad
you
boy down.
I'm on the way.
Okay, dude. Call out to you, tell you I'm on the way, so you'll chill. And then go back to what I was doing. Okay, if we could stop clicking the wrong thing, that would be nice. There we go. Little paper, what happened. Can upgrade her to actual Neef.
I like those guys. Maybe we help them out next time, yeah?
Hey, ma'am, like, I literally drove straight here. I don't know how I could help them any more than, you know, my previous offer to help. I have to backtrack some. Not even sure we have any plague samples left, to be perfectly honest. I made a bunch of, like, cures and stuff, so I have no idea if we actually have any. Okay, we've got a few. Got a couple. I've already had to give up 3 to the other starting enclave. I'm not sure that like if he asked for 3, I don't know if I could do it. Maybe 2. I'd be willing to do 2, but 3 is like a little steep, my guy. I only have 15 left, so. I mean, I could go farm some more, sure, but it's not really the point. Points you'd be asking for a really scarce resource. This is the second ask in this playthrough. Obviously, the first one is just a mission to kind of get you rocking and rolling, but this one feels a little bit more like aggressive. I don't know if aggressive is the right word. I don't know what my thought is. It just, to me, it feels, I don't know, annoying. My big thing with all these enclaves is why can't they do anything themselves? They can't support anything. They like want you to bring them food, materials, fuel. Like they basically want you to like baby them.
All right, kids, here you go.
And it does get a little old for me. Just a touch. All right, Ollie Wally. What can I do for you? What do you need samples for? Did somebody get hurt here? What's the issue? We're only friendly, so I don't have to play it too nice if I don't want to. Alright, Ollie, talk to me. He says, we need some plague samples for a project. This is a big request, but you've helped us before, so I thought it was worth asking. I could either give him 3 plague samples, agree to look for plague samples, or say, like, yeah, no, bro, we're not helping you. If I give you these plague samples and you don't go allied, I'm done with you.
Well, thanks.
Alright, here's the samples. Alright, he went
Don't
allied.
stress it.
Fair enough. But, like, if you had not gone allied, I just want you to know, like, I would have been, like, just absolutely done with your enclave. You're a nothing, but you've got 18 stamina. Your cardio is
buddy.
pretty upped.
I
What about
almost
her?
missed you.
She's gardening. Okay. Where's your third person? You're supposed to have 3. Denny, what's going on in here? Oh, you got metalwork, so you went construction, but you went the opposite way of the way that I, You know, you make weapons and stuff, Denny. Interesting.
Hey.
Wouldn't it be hilarious? We give them 3 samples and I just
Catch you later.
dissolve them. I always think about that, but I don't know what they're offering. So as an ally, they're offering a supply drop via the radio command. It says, we came through with plague supplies when the boon trader needed our help. Now they offer us more to trade, lower prices, and other helpful benefits. I don't know if I find supply drop that helpful. Supply drops are usually very random. So I'm not sure if that's the cookie. I swear day 3 already dropped. When I'm playing on stream, it feels like it drops the day card like 5 times. It's like it wants you guys to know what's going on, so it feels the need to, like, educate you every 5 minutes about, like, what day we're on. We're on day 3. Nobody knew that. Hence the day card of day 3. Alright. Let's see. Got 2 bags of mats, but I don't think we have any room. Nope. Unless we want to use the little space we have. Okay, we'll just put it in the car just because I need it out of my Brogan. We'll go ahead and refuel the Brogan. So we don't want the Brogan to be running on empty. That would not be the cookie or the tea or any kind of good la-la food at all, man. And la-la just is like a state of bliss before anybody asks what on the earth I am talking about. Rocking 15 minutes to our first hour of this content. If you are enjoying this, no worries. There's at least another hour to come. Possibly even maybe more than another hour, depending on how things swing out. If you're not enjoying this, well, there's an hour or possibly more to come. And I'm sorry to hear that you're not enjoying this content, but please feel free to check out the rest of our VODs on our Twitch if this is not quite doing it for you. Also, if this is not, again, quite doing it for you, we do have a YouTube channel with a few videos up right now that might suit your taste a little bit better. That YouTube channel can be found at kittycraft0220. Same username as Twitch, made it easy, kept it simple. We do also have a Twitter if you want to check that out. We don't have that many tweets going on as it's a dying breed, but it is there and available for you guys to view and use and all that good stuff. Oh yeah, I was gonna get rid of Chester because we decided he's just not quite the cupcake we're looking for, like, at all. I need to literally just take his backpack off him and then tell him, I'm really sorry about
The
this,
decision's
but
been made. You gotta go.
Yeah?
decision's been made, you gotta go. Very nice, you tell us to go flip ourselves. He was computers again, but I just wanted to see what his hero bonus was, and it was 2 labor, and it just wasn't something that we need right now. I just feel like if you're gonna have 2 labor, you're gonna have to bring me a 5th skill that I don't have already. Just, I'm looking for utilities. If he had utilities or been unspecified, it wouldn't have been an issue. Gotta find some ways to use some materials up, because we have, like,
Now
a
that I've got
massive
place to stay,
back storage
maybe
of
it's
them.
time I found a turntable so I can play all this vinyl I've been collecting.
Okay, Barry, you got a personal mission. We'll go
Yeah,
with
I
that.
better not forget that.
You are gonna have to run it, but it's not too far. It's like 300 meters, I think. Even less than that. It's like 200. GG. I mean, if you're gonna tell me you have a personal mission, don't expect me to, like, bend over backwards about it or anything. 'Cause he just wants to go to the Tartan Mart to find...
Anybody? I'm almost there.
And of course there's somebody in the Tartan Mart that he's gonna have to save. Which will mean a enclave of 1.
Keep it down. Still got that.
Let's add Kevin as our follower. If you guys are unfamiliar, he basically says that he was after the turntable as well and they can't find it. And just a little frustrating. He wants to book it almost 600 meters, like my boy, what? Okay, fine, we'll run that. I'm not getting a car. It's not happening because the up and over you'd have to do with the car is going to be more invasive than just running there. You got backpacking. Oh, this is going to be fun. I thought you went marathon, my guy. Oh well. Either way, there's nothing to it but to do it. In some cases, that is the only way you get things done, crafters. So yeah, if you missed the question posed earlier, it was just a lot about like what horror movies you're enjoying or what you previously enjoyed, what your first horror movie was. If you even like the category of horror movies in the first place, if you have a series you'd like to recommend, maybe something that you watch yearly on Halloween. And if you had any recommendations for Plex or Tubi, because those are the free services we're specialized in. Just doing a little bit of running. A little bit of parkour too. Just a touch. Nothing too significant. And of course it became nighttime because this guy Kevin here just needed to go home. I love how aggressively I said the name Kevin. Just like, of course your name is Kevin. That makes total sense that you would want me to run in the dark with you to your house. Just for you to like later be like, oh yeah bro, I found the vinyl, come on by. If you can't tell, I've just had it with other enclaves in general in this game. They're always asking for something, needing something. Whether it's a ride home or like whatever the case is, it's always something that I'm not like happy about.
Thank you.
Exactly, Bear, thank you. He was like, don't forget I saved your life.
Music. Good to meet someone who does.
Thank you, Bear. You at least told him like what was up. And now I have this dang enclave over here that I don't want.
Let's help each other out. Yeah.
Take the mollies off you. Maybe the bandages. Thanks, bro. There's another road racer down there. Interesting. I don't know if I really need 2 road racers, though. How far are we from the possible rare trader? 600 meters? You know what? Let's hoof it. We could at least check into it. Not the worst idea I've ever had. Hopefully there's no ferals out here. That would be really annoying. Juggernauts are okay because we can avoid them, but ferals are very frustrating. See, now that we're over the hill, it's pretty reasonable now. Of course that's a horde. Of course it is. Just keep running, bro. I don't know why I dipped and slipped him if I was just gonna hit him with melee anyway.
I should shoot that thing before it blows.
I don't have a gun, sir, so hopefully it just leaves me alone. So much searching in this one corner specifically. Already taken on the heart that was guarding this, so I could search through it at some time in the future. Is there no way out? Maybe if I go back a little bit this way? Sweet. I wonder if they'll ever come out with like a new zombie style. Like right now we have zombies, blood zombies, ferals, bloaters, juggernauts, and screamers. But that's everything. Well, not to mention the hearts. But I wonder if they're ever gonna drop in a new character type.
Personally, I'm more concerned about taking back our part of it first.
You here, kid?
Could be interesting if they came up with like a new freak or zombie. Personally, I think that the character model for 3 with the zombie animals looks really dope if they can pull it off. But as I mentioned last stream, I just do not have confidence in a solid pull-off of zombie animals.
You here, kid? Best get looking somewhere else.
So it's always like the furthest one in my opinion. So we went like 300 meters and it wants us to go another 200. A little bit frustrated, but alright. Okay, that was like a across the map tackle. Leave me alone. A zombie went out of its way to tackle me from like 5 feet away. Oh well, I've got a destination to get to, and your little tackle is meaningless in the overall arching theme of things. I mean, this is State of Decay, not State of Zombie Tackling.
Shit, a feral.
We're not playing DFL. Of course I said I didn't want a feral, and of course you had to deliver. I just can't get away from the dang ferals, crafters. I just can't. They want to give them to me all the time. It's like they know it's my favorite thing, and they keep trying to reward me.
Hi there.
I tried to hit it, and it just insists on going to bother her. There you go. Sorry, Kathy, some Zeds followed me here. Hope that's not a problem. There is a feral up the street. I hope that doesn't
Let's help
bother
each
you.
other out.
Sure, sounds good.
So you're selling a fishing textbook, a hygiene textbook, a lichenology textbook, a secret shopper's guidebook. Interesting that it's a guidebook and not a textbook. A scrum textbook, a recycling guide, again, not a textbook. The sleep psychology textbook, and the soundproofing guide. So they did change up the verbiage a little bit, but I'm not really interested in any of that. Sadly, Kathy, I made it all the way here just to find out that you are not the cookie that I was looking for. I think it's the mysterious trader that I want. I get those two mixed up like all the time. But in better news, there are a couple of cars in the area that can help us get back to wherever we're wanting to be. If we just double back just a little bit, we can get a vehicle and get a move on.
Hello out there. I have some goodies to trade straight from Trumbull Valley. Come on by.
Okay, I'm just a little lost apparently. I had no idea where I was going. That was not the direction that my brain intended to go. It just where it ended up. And of course I want to drive right past our friendly neighborhood feral. And get a little speed, we'll be alright.
If I take out the nearest plague heart, this should clear up.
Yeah, I know, dude. But I wasn't really planning on taking out this play card right now, sir. Already taken out a couple of play cards. I wasn't really planning on expanding my play card slaughtering empire right now. Thanks for your input, Bear. Certainly love to hear it. Nope, keep all 4 tires on the ground, please. I'm not trying to do wheelies and look cool, I just want to go down the road. I guess the fence is fine. We'll smash the fence.
name is Ray Santos. You don't know me, but I'd like you to become my neighbor. Here in Trumbull Valley, we're looking for good folks willing to work hard to rebuild this land. If that sounds like you, then I suggest you pack up your stuff and join us here. There's plenty to live for in Trumbull Valley.
That's a car. You didn't know, sir. Interesting, they're both the same color. Wow. Would have thought they would have made me do two different colors, because usually they don't give me the same color car, like ever. It's usually yellow.
On my way.
Fair warning, we don't come cheap. We're gonna want some first aid kits which aren't easy to come by.
Apparently Taylor now has concerns. We got rid of the one person who was like opposing us, but now somebody else has concerns in our little villa. She says, we don't need any help. We're strong enough on our own. Why throw away precious resources? She's gonna be like, you're right, and just cancel the mission, because Hannah doesn't argue with anyone. Hannah's a lover, not a fighter. She doesn't want to argue. She just wants to move down the road, and if her community is unhappy with something, she's gonna do the opposite, just because she feels like in her soul that it should be about what the community wants. Just because she's the head of the community, she doesn't believe, like, she's not one of those leaders who's like, it's me, my way or the highway. She's a traitor, which means that she's more in touch with everybody's feelings, emotions, so with and so forth. We've completed our first hour together of the stream. It doesn't even feel like it's been 60 minutes. So we've got about another hour on the chopping table. So again, if you're enjoying this, we've got just about another hour coming at you. It will be just short of 2 hours. So if people have commitments, it's going to be more closer to like an hour 50 or an hour 45. I do have some personal phone calls I need to make that I've secured for a little bit later in the day. But we will be coming back for some streams tonight. DBD definitely going to be featured. I want to show off my killers, read their lore, have a good, happy, safe Halloween. So that's what our plan is for tonight. So right now, as it is right now, we have one food outpost generating 1.5 food a day, putting us positive 1 food a day. As our survivors are not quite eating that much, we do have 2 people with active meal plan on site. That's kind of reducing how much our survivors are eating and making our food outpost that much more beneficial. We currently have Hannah bringing...
This here feels right.
Hannah bringing in 2 meds per day, which is paying for our tier 2 infirmary completely, so that we don't have any gains, but we also don't have any losses. Currently, we have 2 ammo outposts under our belt, bringing in a +2 on the front of ammo. We could probably drop one of the ammo outposts and not have any issues with that, as we are currently at our storage max for ammo. Our materials, we currently have 1 materials outpost generating 1 per day, and our tier 2 workshop is also granting us a materials per day. So we've got pretty good gains there. We don't have a gain or loss on fuel or parts or money or prestige, so that's pretty much where we're at there. We have 5 people in population, and with Latana offering extra 2 workers, and Taylor also offering extra labor, we're actually at a total of 8 labor despite our 5 population. We have our double bunk room and master bedroom providing 6 beds for our 5 people and 1 extra bed, so we can bring in 1 more person and be pretty comfortable here. We're rocking a 34 morale, which isn't too bad. Some recent things are Latana's both hopeful and played zombie games. Farhat really likes the workshop. We are in green, so everybody's still feeling hopeful. And Taylor also likes our workshop. Um, we just have a minimum risk from people living, thriving, and surviving. As I did mention, we are holding down 2 ammo outposts, a materials outpost, and a food outpost. But we're getting ready to drop one. And I think the one we're going to step away from is the Matilda Police Department. It's just not an area that we need to be in right now. So we're going to get a refund for that and leave us a little bit of a blank space to move going forward, trying to keep the Vogel House in mind. We have secured all the way south to this value wagon as far as rating. And we have secured all the way north to this military checkpoint, but not completed it. There's also one little area here that we have to search. But outside of that, everything's been stripped north and south of us. So pretty much what I'm saying is the Vogel House is wearing out its welcome very quickly as our base. But with only 5 people, we're not going to be able to make the best moves. Some bases that are available are on the far left, the Wheelhouse Truck Stop, needing 5 people and $500 commitment. Another option I think that we could swing would be Wally's Bar and Grill, needing 4 people and $250. I think I would rather go this way though, because it does have 4 parking options, allowing us to stash more of our vehicles. So I think we're going to go over here and we're going to lock down a new residence. To do that, I think we're going to send in Mr. Farhat. He's our big boy. Big boy warlord. He typically is really good at locking down and securing areas. So we can only take the cars that are parked.
You can use a hand.
So we're going to take our cargo van and one of our roadsters, and we'll drive the survey car, or the Brogan over there. My bad, it's not a survey car, it is a Brogan. There's a mysterious broadcast right up the road, but I think we're just going to knuckle down and do what we need to do. I mean, especially keeping in mind what character we have out. Our warlord is really not going to be... He's not compassionate, he just... When he gets his mind set on something, that's like the only thing he's interested in doing. Alright, crafters, I know no one complained, but it was getting a little loud for me. I couldn't hear myself, thanks, so I've turned down the some of the audio just a little bit, in-game audio, so it might be a little easier. Sorry if it's been too loud for you guys this whole time. I thought we had a nice compromise, but apparently it was just a touch loud. It's good for when I'm wanting to do a no-talk stream, but when I am trying to speak with you all, it just feels a little oppressive at times. This is a new area with plenty of searching available, so feeling pretty positive. Let's just not park in one of the parking spaces so that we don't actually take up any parking. So our 2 cars will transfer without issue. Alright, we've got to do a little searching. There's this little mechanic's hut out here that we got to bust into. And there's 5 other places, but I think they're all in the main building. My apologies if you could hear the birds going absolutely loco outside. It's a nature place that we stay at, so with nature comes a lot of nature noises. Some of them pleasant, some of them too loud.
Hell, it's almost boring when it's this quiet.
Of course, Farhat would find it boring if it was quiet. He's just an action man. Where's the pay for thing? I'm looking for it. Alright, let's go ahead and secure this dump and see what we've won. I know that we're upgrading from 2 parking spots to 4 parking spots, but let's see what else we've upgraded to. We've got an auto shop built in, which we can just go ahead and repair right off the skippy. We do currently have an outdoor bed, which is going to provide 2 beds, but come at a penalty, a little bit of a penalty. We've got 3 seating areas inside, each providing 1 bed, but each of which can be removed. We do have a large spot that's open and available for us to place something else there. Inside we've got a regular storage and a kitchen. To the right we have a huge fuel storage that says it's allowing for 100 maximum fuel storage. And then we have our, of course, our tier 3 command center that's just kind of vibing and thriving here. I think at our big slot, what we could do is go ahead and build her trade depot, as that's her current mission. And then we'll just kind of vibe out and have, you know, Bear go around and kind of try to secure some of the looting nearby. That was the main reason we moved, was the loot had kind of dried up around our previous base, so we wanted new looting options.
Is that it? No more in sight. Let's make the most of it. I could actually use this.
Interesting, yet another roadster, like a third road racer. Interesting, I usually don't find 3 of the same car.
Looks like this place is Zed-free now.
One last little box in here. Is able to actually clear it down. Sweet. I haven't used this base in a minute, crafters. Really, that was not... I was trying to go over and it kind of stuttered and put it in the wrong bag. Oh, well, that will be fun. Oh well. Storage in there means that I can move one of those over and make do, I guess. I'm trying to find an entrance to my own base because I simply have forgotten how to enter my own base. Like I said, I usually don't take this. I typically just save up. Of course. Why wouldn't they come here and attack us? That makes total sense that we would try to build something for 2 seconds, and that only at a serious attack risk would the Zeds, like, totally come to us. You know, just trying to put up a trade depot, repair the auto shop. That's just too much for the Zeds. They're like, not in my country, boy.
That screaming means we're under attack.
Oh, does it? I didn't hear any screaming. It's like, the screaming means we're under attack. And I'm like, where? Donde, I didn't hear no screaming. Did anybody? Okay, Taylor, you're being very aggressive right now. Not sure why you're panicking, Taylor. You're one of my warlords. Why are you, like, hyping out, man?
Is it over? Please tell me it's over.
Okay, why is my other warlord begging for it to be over? I thought you just said that this place was boring and needed some more action for.
Looks like that.
Apparently he meant action if he didn't have to do anything. He went some passive action that had nothing to do with him. Apparently. Because he's apparently just really upset. Upset he was spaghetti now when he just requested it. He was like, I need some action, some drama. Some drama rolls up and he's like, this is too much. Can I hang on? And I'm like, why are my 2 warlords being so sus right now? They're supposed to be the captains of industry and just be like, yeah, guys, another day, another dollar, let's get it. The amount of Zeds that Farhat has banked over his career thus far, I'm like, Farhat, are you good, bro? Did you just not sleep well last night, Farhat? Because definitely, you're the Zed man. The Zed Mistro. You know? The Zed conductor. Well, it looks like that little invasion did push us up. The trade depot is only going to be about 2 minutes, and we're under the last 60 seconds for the auto shop, so we are making some progress. We've already taken out 3 hearts. There's only 4 hearts remaining on the map, so it's not really like that bad a run right now. I mean, if you don't count my warlords absolutely panicking every time something happens. They're supposed to be like the last people to panic. You know, if your warlords are panicking first, that makes me wonder, are we really in a good spot, or
Just like I thought.
are you guys just like joshing with me? I know on one of these towers there's supposed to be a box, but I can never remember which one it is. If it's not this one, then it's the other one. And as usual, the box is empty. It was that one, but the box is absolutely 100% empty. Alright, so our auto mechanics has been restored, but now we're just waiting another minute for a trade depot to be hooked up, started, taken care of. Don't think that's what that Zed wanted. That Zed wanted to eat me, not really get shut down with swordplay, but sorry, Zed. It's not the way things work in my world. It says there's like 6 more boxes here, but I'm like struggling to believe it because when I go around, I'm just not seeing 6 boxes worth of stuff. Okay, there's still 5 more boxes. Can you believe that, Crafter? There's like a whole whopping 5 boxes here. Okay. I'm gonna go drop off this bag of ammo, because I definitely saw at least 1 more ruck, and it's not bueno. Oh, yeah, we should probably get this moving. Upgrade this. Just move a couple things around real fast. Okay, that should be good. Or at least that should put us in a better situation than what we were looking at a second ago. Yeah, I know, we don't really have room for that. I know. But I was thinking we could at least have room for like that, possibly. So I'm gonna go ahead and just shake it on down to that and hope that that's a little bit better. We'll take like 5 racks of materials off as well, just because that's a lot of resources to lose, and I'd rather have at least some parts out of the dealio. We only have like 900 parts, so probably not the worst move. Try to go back for that ruck. And now that I've secured it, now it's showing me where the boxes are, and I'm still calling, like, terrible placement slightly. Just because, like, 3 of them were in one spot, and I don't know, maybe it's because it's nighttime. We'll blame that. And of course you're full again. Luckily, our base is literally right next door, so it's not even a big deal to empty this place out. It's actually pretty easy peasy, lemon squeezy. It says there's 3 more boxes. I know where 2 of them are, so the third one's just gonna be like, use our eyes, look around. Alright, where's this last one? Oh, okay. Says both of these have a box on it. Oh, it wasn't one last one. My bad. My mistake. There are two. I'm not crazy. It's fine. We're gonna jump down here and then go back up. And then back down. Our storage upgraded in the meantime, so that means some of our stuff should be a little bit freer. So, yeah, like our ammo's set now. Everything except our materials is set. Well, what I could do is I could just, you know, we'll just go for it. We'll just fully upgrade the storage to have extra room for materials. Because I'm not exactly sure the loadout I want for this base is. I'm not planning on being here for, like, ever. This is probably a short duration base. This is really just to clear this area out. I mean, I probably could have taken like outpost and accomplished the same thing, but she was complaining that she wanted a trade depot, so I got her a place that we could at least put a trade depot in.
I've got blood plague and won't last, but I've got good stuff here. Come by if you can.
All right, I need to do that.
See if anybody
We're
opposes
not
this
really
mission.
going to do
Of
that,
course.
right?
Of course. She can't get any missions done. Her whole crew's be just aggressive to whatever the trader wants, like the whole crew just opposes it. Someone suffering from blood plague won't be a pretty sight, could be dangerous, and I'm just like,
Yay!
you're right, let's just not do that. And she's like, yay. And I'm just like, Hannah Banana never gets to do a single mission. But I just feel like she postpones to what the community wants. Because she really just doesn't want to argue with people. She's not an arguer. Farhat, he would be like, yeah, that's cool that you don't want me to do that, but I'm going to do exactly that. And if you get your feelings hurt, well, that's like a personal problem. Meanwhile, you got sweet little Hannah Banana who's just like, no, I just want everybody to get along, and this is the apocalypse. There's been enough, like, death and war and issues with humans. I think we all just need to get along. It's just very polarizing views on, like, what needs to be done in what order. But I think Farhat and the Warlords just kind of backhand him because, honestly, she's just so innocent. And they would rather have somebody innocent as the leader because it just looks better than one of them taking power and giving off the wrong perception of what, like, their beliefs might be. Because Farhat and his crew are just pretty brutal. They're blunt people. On a standard day, they have no problem just shutting everything down and just not dealing with it. Farhat has a 4-man crew, himself, a lieutenant, and then 2 underlings, so he's pretty much just got it going on once everybody gets in here. Right now, he just has one of his underlings. His lieutenant hasn't rolled in yet. His lieutenant's Victoria, and she's just not here yet. He's been holding off trying to let some of the newcomers come in, so it's just, I think, him and Taylor right now. And she's just one of his underlings. So, while he will take advisement on positions from her, she's not, like, his lieutenant, so he's not going to back down. I think he only gave Victoria the power to be, like, a lieutenant because she is our medical professional, and having a medical nurse, especially someone who went to school and was skilled for it, means a lot to Farhat. So, I think that's about the only reason he gives her so much power over him. But Farhat is very soft for, like, almost any female. I found that he deals differently. He just seems to be very nice to the females. Not that he's mean to the men, just, like, he goes out of his way to, like, you know, be a little bit more diplomatic with the females. Especially Hannah Banana. They've got a very interesting dynamic. I don't think he sees her as, like, a true leader, but he sees her as a good way to, like, get to where they were going, if that makes sense. So when people come here, they see that our leader is a trader. She's very open to trade. She's open to all this stuff. And what they don't see is, like, in the shadows, like, the Pitbull Warlord just kind of, like, hanging around the corner, like, hey, what's up? Do you need anything, boss? You know, I think that's just the, like, dynamic. Like, he's definitely 1,000%. If anybody tried to hurt Hannah, he would just be on that 1 second. I think anybody in the community would really stand Hannah because She doesn't argue. She doesn't fight. She doesn't cause issues. Are you guys allied? No, you're just friendly. I think we could just let you go. Because you're not allied with us. And I don't want to hand over a portable generator to someone who's not my ally. Just a personal opinion kind of thing. We could drop you. We've got other people in the area that we could trade with. I've got like the Boone trader that I just allied, for instance. It's literally right around the corner. And they would be like a better sale to me, I think, than giving up a rarer item. I wasn't happy handing out plague samples. I feel like that's like the furthest I'm willing to go. Plague, a generator that generates power is like a little too much to ask me for, especially since I have water and power. And why would I want you to have water and power? I want you to like be weak and come join me, not like be strong and ignore me. Well, because if you have water and power and I have water and power, then we're equals. And there's no like reason for you ever to look my way. There's got to be something like, you know, maybe you're struggling for food. Like, there needs to be a power dynamic where my community is, like, the better one, in my opinion, because I want people to want to join me, not just like, oh yeah, you're there, bring me some food. Like, I swear, half these people think I'm DoorDash, I swear. I'm going to go ahead and take apart one of these seating areas, and when it's fully dismantled, I'll be replacing it with, like, an indoor bedding area. Just to get a little bit more flexibility on this place. Technically, Bear is an auto mechanic, so it makes sense he'd hang out in this shop. What are you doing in here, Latanya? I don't think you're a mechanic. Pretty sure he's the mechanic currently. It's really expensive to craft some of these kits. Like, for instance, crafting a heavy vehicle upgrade kit requires 5 scraps of circuitry, 50 parts, and 3 materials. That just seems a little hefty. A medium is 10 circuitry, 43 parts, and 3 materials. And then you got the light at 15 circuitry, 35 parts, and 3 materials. So it kind of like seems like, to me, the light upgrade kit is actually more expensive than the heavy because it wants more circuitry, and I really don't care for that, to be honest. Yeah, apologies if you're just squawking outside. Somebody has decided to, like, socialize very loudly for no reason. I say it that way for particular. It's not like, you know, I mean, it's not, to me, it's not Halloween time yet. I don't know why you're outside, like, yelling and screaming in the middle of the street. I mean, I get it, you're happy to see somebody, but, like, do I need to know that? Do I need to hear that? Yeah, apparently, that's the cookie, right? I gotta deal with you being excited to see your people. So, how this works in my community is if you notice somebody that's wearing all black, that is a member of my community that has been, like, vetted and they've been skilled up and they're vibing. They're not wearing it, it means they're still either a work in progress or they're going to be dropped. So let's see. Oh, the Trumbull Valley trader was just saying she's out. Yeah, there's nothing nearby, especially when I do. In fact, I think I'm running out of ideas short of doing a ton of scavenging for today. Do I have anything left with these guys that I could do easily? No, they both just need shooting, and that's going to take energy and effort. Let's just see what the base upgrade's like. 4 seconds to get this place dismantled. Alright, we'll wait it out. Alright, go ahead and do that, and then what we're going to do is put in some beds instead. I know we're going to be minus like 1 bed for like 1 second, but then we'll at least have the same capability as our previous base, where we were able to at least have 6 people, meaning that we can end the episode on a high note of calling in a new person, and kind of just moving on a little bit. Taylor, chill. A bed is on its way. Telling you, my people are spoiled crafters. It's just, it is what it is. They don't like any discomfort. They're used to luxury. They like their power on. They like their water on. They like their beds, you know, places to sleep. They like a maid, right? They don't want to wait on anything.
Hey, how's life
Like,
treating you?
I love it every time I click on her. She's so positive. She's just like, hey, how's life treating you? What's going on? You need something from me? And I'm just like,
I'll drink to that.
oh, of course, Barry, you would need a beer. Of course you would. I don't think I did this, like, fuel station. So I'm just gonna do it real fast. While we're waiting. Plus, there's a screamer over here I can mark out real quick. I'm just not a big, like, stand around and stare at the walls kind of person on this game.
Deadheads around here.
I like there to be movement constantly. Another bag of materials. Yeah, I really needed that, buddy. I have too many materials crafters. I don't need more.
Yeah, I got no room for that.
Okay, so there is a bag of fuel over here. Nope, no screaming for you. I will take the $10 for murking you out. What car is over here? And it's another cargo van. Interesting. Okay, well we could just drive that over the house real fast. Literally just pull it up like outside of here and just have it for storage. Another day, another dollar. Gas station? Right, it was over here. Just decided to use the cargo van on the side of the house for some extra storage crafters.
No more deadheads around here. I think we've scavenged everything this place had.
Alright, nice. Drop this rock in the cargo van and then we can clear him down and see where we're at with our base building. Do we need to go out for more looting or what's the case? I just heard hammering, so probably not quite yet, but what's the issue? Another 20 seconds. I came back just a touch too early. That's alright. Enclaves have new items for trade. Interesting.
Check out what we just finished working on.
Alright, we got our beds installed. Sweet. And I think I'm actually going to invest in upgrading this one so that there will actually be 2 beds available, and it will reduce our materials a little bit further. And I'm also going to ask you to remove this section because I would like to get an infirmary in here. And we're going to grab Miss Hannah and have her
You can hear me
go
say
call out to
hi,
the pool.
or some other greeting.
Ask
I'm
them
not-
to send us another survivor.
Request received. We'll ask around for any local volunteers.
Alright, let's see what we got. Obviously, there's a lot of these people I want to bring in, but there's also a lot of these people that I would like to level. So, I think the next person we're gonna call in is gonna be Mr. Dave. Let's check out Dave. Is he worth it, or is he just gonna be a one and done presence man?
Here for you. They're on the way now.
$1,200 for Mr. Dave. Let's see if he was
Hey
worth it.
there.
Get yourself settled in, then get to work, okay?
Thanks.
Dave has emergency supplies, which could be interesting. Said it again, I say it before. Could be interesting. He brought us 9 ammo. Sweet, man. It's a lot of ammo. He brought us a lot of good presents as well. Lots of grenades and stuff. Even a heavy gun. So, I mean, well worth the $1,200 we paid for him, even if I'm not interested in emergency supplies. I did run it on a private playthrough, and basically it's just a case of, like, random supplies. Like, just I guess if you really needed something, you could take a chance on Mr. Dave.
I got an offer I'd like to propose. Can we
Stranger's rolling up to our door, wants a chance at living here. Truth is, I'm probably gonna ask Mr. Dave to leave, but that's another day, another dollar. Hi, Mr. Stranger Man.
We're excited to have you
Sure,
with us.
come in, Abel. I'm not even gonna check you, just come on in. Yeah, it's gonna wait until that upgrade's good. That upgrade's gonna take place in 6 minutes, so it's gonna be a tense 6 minutes, but we'll be alright. Abel, my man, let's see what the problem is. You're a sheriff, and all you want to tell me is you're clever. Well, that doesn't dissuade me from keeping you for right now. Alright, crafters, I think that's going to be it for right now. Unfortunately, I wanted to play more, but there's been a shift in the weather up here, and I can feel a nasty pressure coming on, and I get kind of grouchy when that happens, and I don't want to be grouchy on stream, so I'm going to go ahead and close out like about half an hour earlier than we would. Tonight, there will be a really long run for Dead by Daylight and some other gaming opportunities. Probably just Dead by Daylight, though. So I just want to thank you for everyone who's hung out with us. If you want to hear more from me, hang out with me some more, and have a happy Halloween together, definitely stop back by in a couple of hours. The soonest we'd be doing it would be about 6 my time, which would be about like 2.5 hours away. So come back in about 2.5 hours. There'll be some more great content. If you haven't followed already, go ahead and do that. A follow for me is always free, always will be, and it tells Twitch and everyone else that you like what you see. It also contributes to our goal of getting 1,000 followers by the end of 2022. Alright, thank you, crafters, and have a safe and spooky rest of your Halloween. Happy Halloween, all that jazz. Keep on crafting, and I'll catch you on the flip side. See you a little bit later.